we are talking about today, which is how to create time for growth in your business. So, how to work on your business, not just in it. And this is a struggle for every single business owner. When we have business owners come into our Better Business, Better Life program, most of them have completely full calendars. They're not sure how to carve out the time and what they should be working on when they do have time. So, that's what we're going to dig in today. And the first thing that I want to open up the conversation with is, as a business owner, how much time should I be working on my business? So, Dr. Sabrina, dig in here. Let's get started.
So this is a question of that really varies with what's going on in your business. So if you are in the survival trap in your business and you are burning out, your business has you running ragged, you need to spend more time working on your business. As you get the business situated and humming along, which everything we teach you at Tap the Potential, using the Tap the Potential solution gets you to that point, you don't need to spend as much time working on the business. So I'm guessing that most of you listening are in that place where the business has taken over your life. And so really, I think you need to expect to spend about 5 hours a week on the business doing your $10,000 an hour high value activity time. And Melissa, I want to have you comment on that because you've done something incredible for our clients when they're able to say, I can commit 5 hours a week to working on my business.
Well, we have exciting news. So, we have taken all of our experience working with business owners, the outcomes from the Tap the Potential solution, and created a 1-year fast track. So if you give me 5 hours a week working on your business with a step-by-step plan, you will be able to take a 4-week vacation in 1 year. So if you started with the Better Business, Better Life program this year, this April, by April 2026, you can take a 4-week vacation. This is mind blowing, but it is tested over and over again, and we see these results. So we're going to help you determine your vision, your mission for your company. We're going to help you determine the sweet spot of your business, the clients that you want to work with. We have a proven, simple method for interviewing those clients to attract more clients just like them. So the profitability in your business is going to soar. And in the meantime, you're creating all of the sustainable systems that you need to continue to providing excellent service or products for your customers or clients. And then we replicate that to ensure that your team members have systems to follow and help you get the right people in the right seats. And throughout this year, we're vacation testing your business. So it isn't just about the 4-week vacation that the business owner gets to take. When you're vacation testing your business, what happens is we are identifying gaps in systems that need to be created.
So I want to throw in here that this comes us being able to offer this and say we can guarantee that if you give us 5 hours a week working on your business, that in the next 12 months, you will be able to take a 4-week vacation and you will be more profitable. You'll have more money in your bank account than ever. And along the way, it's not just the 4-week vacation a year from now. You're going to have more time for what matters most almost immediately as you start working with us. 94% of our clients are achieving these promised results. And so all we have done is taken what we know that works. This comes from 20 years of experience coaching business owners at Tap the Potential and developing the Tap the Potential solution. So we're taking what we know what works. We've been getting clients 4-week vacations for years now, and all we've done is shorten the time frame to make it happen. And we've been able to do that because we research effective entrepreneurship and successful entrepreneurs. So this is incredibly exciting, and our clients that we are welcoming in this month are going to be our very first clients who get to experience this. So I want to tell you, like, if you're listening to this and you're like, sign me up, I want that 4-week vacation a year from now. I want more profit. I want more time for what matters most with those I love. Just book a call. Head to tapthepotential.com and book a call with us. So let's talk a little bit more, Melissa, about the 5 hours and the working on your business, and someone signing up with us and they're saying, I'm all in, I'm doing this with the Better Business, Better Life program and Melissa and Dr. Sabrina, where do we start with them in terms of just starting to create the time for working on the business? Where do we help them find those 5 hours when they are running ragged?
Absolutely. So I, I want to be very clear here. We are obsessed with the client's results. So every single week, I'm tracking the results that our clients are realizing and determining, okay, what do we need to work on next? So the secret to the Tap the Potential solution is 1 year framework. And it's also because it's personalized for that individual business owner. So we're going through, I just met with one of our clients this morning and we pulled out her action plan, and an action plan is something that our clients get when they start with us. I'm actually looking at that 1 year framework and prioritizing the needs in order that they need to come for them. And we look at that action plan and we say, okay, well, this is the next thing we need to prioritize. It takes all of the guesswork out of it for the business owner. So if you're trying to do this alone and you don't have a business coach or business strategist, you're throwing spaghetti at the wall and you're working on things that are typically fires. So first off, when we're looking at how do I create that time to get started, that confusion is out of the equation for you. So you're not spending extra time trying to figure out what to do and when and how to do it. So that's the first thing. And I say when you're trying to create that time to get started, you need to prioritize the time that you work on your business, just like any other meeting that you would have. So a meeting that you feel like is the most important thing to have with maybe your top client or top customer, this is even more important than that. That time block to work on your business is your highest value activity. So it should be on your calendar every week. And for some business owners, it looks like an hour a day. For some business owners, it's going to be a 2.5 hour block. For others, it might be half the day where they're not in the office and they're just fully focused. But the key here is when you have that time block and you go into that time block knowing exactly the overall goal and every single small step that you need to take to complete the goal, you can get it done.
Yeah. And you're not guessing what to do during that time block because Melissa has laid it out for you. This is what to work on. And it's all customized because every business is different. And that's what we do that's so unique is we don't have a cookie cutter method that we send you through. We have a solution that we customize to your specific needs. And I think another question that comes up a lot, Melissa, is okay, you're saying 5 hours, but does that include the time I'm spending in those small groups? And does that include my meeting time with Melissa? Yes, it does. So we're saying like, this is hardcore. 5 hours a week. That's it.
It absolutely does include that time. And again, when you come into group coaching, you're already prepared for the support that you're going to be receiving in group coaching because I'm asking our clients to open up your action plan before you come to group, take a look at what you're working on and say, hey, Melissa, hey, group, here's what I'm working on and here's where I'm feeling stuck. So help me get out of that. What steps do I need to take to move forward?
Yeah. And I think the biggest objection we have as business owners when we hear like there's a solution to get me out of this mess that I'm in is I don't have time for it right now. This is my busy season or I've got these 3 big issues I need to deal with. And once I'm dealt with them and get that settled, then I will have time. And what I really want everyone to understand is we're going to fix this for you. Like Melissa is masterful at helping you find the time. So if you are in this place, like I can't even wrap my head around finding 5 hours, don't worry. Because when you have your first meeting with Melissa, she is going to help you figure out, she's going to say, oh, let's open up your calendar. Let's look. And we're going to figure out how to create this space for you. And what is beautiful about this 5 hour a week plan is we know the compounding effect of those small steps forward taken in a consistent direction that lead to big change over time. We know that just within a few weeks of working with us at Tap the Potential, you're going to get things in place and cleaned up in your business that create mental space for you to be more strategic. And then as you're able to be more strategic, you see things that can be made easier in the business and you see ways to shuffle team around, or we're going to support you in hiring A players who can take more off your plate. So the ease in your business starts to compound. And that's really a beautiful thing, because as someone who knows what it feels like to run around and chase my tail for years at a time, I pinch myself still. It's been years that there's been ease on the Tap the Potential team, and I still pinch myself thinking like, oh my gosh, is this real? Like there's no fires to put out. And I'm not spending 5 hours a week working on the business. I'm spending most of my time doing my high value contribution for the business, but the business itself is running. And, when we had our quarterly planning meeting yesterday on our leadership team, we identified 3 key rocks for the entire company that need to happen in the next quarter. And that will create even more ease than we already have. And 2 of us on the leadership team were feeling some guilt because we were thinking there's more. Like we should each have a rock, and there should be more rocks here. But what was real clear is no, these 3 rocks that we've identified are going to move the needle. And the 2 of us who don't hold a rock are going to support the 2 that have the rocks. And that's the beauty of this compounding effect, small steps forward. So when you're doing your $10,000 an hour activity and Melissa is guiding you and saying, here's what to work on next, a year from now, the amount of ease, you can't even imagine. There's no words to describe it, Melissa.
I want to stay right there and talk about the return on investment, because truthfully, it's priceless. So when you consider 94% of our clients are achieving the promised result, that means they're making more money and they're taking more time off. We are tracking that weekly for our clients. We have one client who could not even come up with the actual number of how many days she's actually taken off this past year, because she's taken so much time off. And I think we stopped somewhere around 40 days off plus, long weekends and vacation. It was unbelievable to us, the amount of impact that this makes. But let's talk about the investment of your time and the investment of coaching, because I think as business owners and as individuals, we often feel guilty for investing in coaching. And I understand that, but also I understand the value of coaching. I have a coach personally, and I know Dr. Sabrina, you have invested as long as I've worked with you in coaches. It's the coaching, but it's also you have a strategic thinking partner on your team.
Yes.
Yes. So if you think about it in terms of not only am I investing this like I would any other payroll, right? Any other leadership person on my team, the ROI can't be quantified because you are actually getting so much in your life back that you never have been able to get there on your own.
Well, a concrete example of this is, think about how much time, when you have a problem in your business, how much time you spend rolling that problem around in your mind, trying to come up with a solution. Like you're waking up at night thinking about it. It's the first thing on your mind when you wake up in the morning. You're thinking about it at dinner with your family. You're thinking about it on Sunday morning. Like it's everywhere. And so when you have a strategic partner with your thinking, I can reach out for spot coaching. I can share this. I can get some feedback in 10 or 15 minutes and have a solution that fits with everything else that I'm doing in the business, the overall arching business strategy. It doesn't compete with it. Because, by the way, when we come up with a solution and we fix one problem, oftentimes we are not being strategic. And so we're creating more problems that we didn't even realize we were creating. But when you're working with us, you're going to get a solution in that spot coaching that is strategic, that aligns with the overall Tap the Potential solution and actually sets you up to create more ease down the road. So, but the value of you not spending all that time thinking about that problem is now you can be present with yourself and your family during those times, and you can sleep better at night, and you can have mornings where you wake up and you think, oh, I get to go to work today. Like work is fun again. And your family members are going to notice a change in your demeanor, and they're going to comment on it because they're going to see like you are relaxed, you are calm, you're listening to them, you're present with them. And that's really that is priceless.
It is. I had a spot coaching call yesterday with a client, and she was really in her head because of some other things that were going on in the business about a team member. And I asked her just very few questions, and she realized the issue wasn't necessarily with the team member. It was other things that were going on in the business. And then I met with her today and I said, so give me some feedback. How are you feeling after our conversation yesterday? And she said, I think everything's fine. She totally went from focusing on this one problem that she felt like was a problem, but really wasn't, and was just able to just get out of her head about it. And then had a solution this morning that was so simple and easy. So there's so much value in the coaching. And I just highly encourage anyone who is struggling with time working on their business or trying to push the needle forward, but doing it alone and just not getting anywhere, reach out to us. We're here to support you. We want to help you. Everything that we do is tested, it's proven, we're seeing the results, and we want that truly for you. We want for you to experience Work Support's life like we do.
Absolutely. And the easiest way to reach out is just head to tapthepotential.com and book a call. And we'll get on the phone with you. We'll make sure you're a good fit. And don't worry, like we don't oversell. And this is part of how we have this statistic that 94% of our clients are attaining the promised result. We want to make sure that what we're offering is the right fit for you with where you are in your business, and making sure that you are willing to commit and work with us and experience these results. So we have a very thorough, like, let's make sure we're a great fit to work together before we even move forward. So really, you have nothing to lose in reaching out and booking that call. And what you're going to gain is the opportunity really to talk with Caitlin, who is one of our strategists, and she's going to look at what's going on in your business. She's going to take the results of an assessment that you fill out, and she's going to let you know, like, here are the main things that you need to focus on. And this is what Melissa is going to be able to support you with as you get started in the Better Business, Better Life program.
Sounds good. If I weren't here, Dr. Sabrina, I would just say, sign me up.
Yeah.
Many of our business owners have gone from working 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week down to an average of about 30, taking half days off or a full day off each week. The impact is so incredible. And one of our clients shared this just now before we hopped on this podcast. I'm doing my calendar the Melissa way. And that just fueled me so much, and it inspires me. And I just want everyone listening to know that we truly believe everything that we're sharing with you. We're testing it. It's proven, and don't do this alone. So reach out, go to tapthepotential.com and book your call today. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you